LinkedIn is by far one of the most powerful tools you can use in your job search. Did you know that 95% of recruiters are on LinkedIn? That means the people that are out there looking to fill positions are on LinkedIn looking for candidates. In this video, I'm gonna show you the 5 main things you should focus on so that 95% of the recruiters that are looking find you and you land that job and you get that inbound. And throughout the video, I'm gonna show you how you can use the Teal Chrome extension to automatically check for some of these 5 things. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. So here we are on a new LinkedIn profile. And it looks a little sparse. We have no banner, we have no headshot, but those are some of the things we want to address. I think first and foremost is your headline. You might think it's your headshot, you might think it's your banner, but honestly, if you don't have a really good headline, you're not even gonna get found. It's one of the most important areas for keywords in your LinkedIn profile. So let's talk about what the headline is. The headline is this area right under your name. And what LinkedIn will do automatically for you is usually put in your current title at your current company. And that's it. And there's an opportunity here for you to add keyword richness. So let's talk about how to edit that headline. When you're on your profile, logged in, you're gonna click this little pencil, and now that's gonna allow you to edit your profile. There's all sorts of other cool things here you can do, but here it says headline. All right, so I have from previously using this some examples, right? So other jobs I'm looking for: marketing director, social media, customer engagement and retention. These are keywords I wanna be found for. And the other thing I say about your headline is it's an opportunity for you to channel the job you want. Now, it's a little tricky if you're currently employed and you're putting in a title that isn't what you have at your company. So there is some nuance here. If you're not employed, you can project the titles you're looking for. If you're currently employed, I would use your current title and then use keywords to enrich that headline with the kinds of things you want to be doing and you want to be associated with. You have your work experience to show everything you've ever done. This is an area to project what you wanna do. So let's go ahead and update that for Tina, save it. And now you can see this headline is much richer. There's many more keywords to be found. Now let me let you in on a little tip here that you have if you're a Teal user. Our Chrome extension will actually audit your LinkedIn profile for you. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring up my Chrome extension and it's gonna show me now my headline meets the number of characters and it's a good headline. All right, so you can do that for other parts of your profile, but I wanted to show you that that was there as a way to get a little bit of a checklist. Now we've gotten people to our profile when they're searching for marketing director. I've got really important words that are gonna help me show up in those search results. Now I want them to click me. If you don't have a headshot, they're just gonna think it's not a real person. They're gonna think you're not taking it serious. That's the next thing that you absolutely have to address, is having a professional headshot. And what you don't wanna do here is like a picture from a party, something that you did socially, just grabbing something off your phone. Be deliberate about it. Be in professional attire, whatever that means for you in your industry and your occupation, and have a nice, clean, well-lit photo. Not something dark where they can't see you. You know, try to have something that makes it easy for you to see, you look like a professional, and it presents you well. So let's go ahead and just click the photo. I'm gonna upload a photo. I'll use my headshot, open that, and now you can crop it if, say, you're using a bigger image and you wanna sort of zoom in on the area. There's some cool filters. If it didn't come out too great on your phone, you can bump up the color. But in this case, I'm pretty happy with it. Let's go ahead and save that photo. Now we have a nice, clean headshot. It may not seem like a big deal, but LinkedIn has said you are 7 times more likely to be found and have your profile clicked if you have a profile picture. That's a meaningful amount. So I would highly recommend you put in a good, clean, professional headshot. What I mean by clean is just not pixely and not like a crisp image is really what you want on there. Next is the banner. And this is one of those things that might feel superfluous. Why do I need it? LinkedIn has said you are 11 times more likely to have people read on to your rest of your LinkedIn profile if you have a banner. I really like a banner because we're visual in nature and it's an opportunity to reveal a little bit more about yourself, but you also don't want to fill it with words and text. So something simple that gives a little bit of your personality. You can get images on Canva, anything you want to use, photography. Within the Teal Chrome extension, there is a link to Unsplash, which is a royalty-free image site, or Canva. So right from here, if you click your extension and you go to your banner, instead of digging around where to edit, we just got you a shortcut right here to the image. So you can use one of the ones that LinkedIn provides. Even that is great. So I'll just do this work-life balance one, save that. And now my profile has a little more character. I'm choosing to sort of stylistically get the colors similar so it looks cohesive, but really you can do anything in there. Maybe even if there's a different CTA to, sign up for your YouTube if you've got other things, but keep it really, really simple. I wouldn't go too much. Don't feel, I've seen people do like word clouds. Those get kind of complicated. I don't think you want it to detract from your profile. Next is your about section. And I can't tell you how many people I've seen to just neglect the about section on their LinkedIn profile. And that's really unfortunate because it is an area for keyword richness. So let's talk about the about section. I am looking at my profile through my section. So if we go over here, we can say, let's look at our public profile. That'll open up a new tab for us. When I look at the public profile, this is what someone who's not logged into LinkedIn is seeing. But it'll give you a sense of even if someone does log in, this is your about section, this text that people are seeing. So let's scroll down and let's look at our about section. What you'll notice is that your about section shows the top 4 lines. It's a little bit different on mobile. It might show up in a couple different places, but know that it doesn't show your entire about section. It's gonna crop. So those first 3 to 4 lines are very, very important. And you wanna make sure that you get that keyword richness in there. Very much the way I talk about professional summary on your resume, and this could be the same exact text that you would use on both. You really wanna highlight your career in aggregate. What are your total years of experience? What are the total things you've achieved? If you're in marketing, what's the total number of leads? What's the total amount of web traffic that you have sent to websites? Key metrics that indicate your success in the position that you want. And you can see here, to see the rest of it, I have to click see more. Here it wasn't too much, but I've seen people that have bullets down below. And that's actually okay, because those are keywords that are gonna get caught. But just make sure that the first 3 to 4 lines are the words you want people to see, because the vast majority of the people are not gonna click the see more. And the way you do that is just click this edit and just paste in the text. If you're using the career history on Teal, you can pull in one of the various versions of your professional summary there, if you've got one that you've written. And this is also an area that you can iterate and optimize and change over time. But it's a really powerful place for keywords. And I would look to make sure you have those first 3 lines filled with impactful keywords and metrics. And last is your work experience. And that's where I see people really neglect the importance of the information in their work experience. Let's scroll down over to Tina's work experience. You can see that she only has 3 jobs here because that's the number of jobs she's had, so that's okay. But you get 5 before you have to click and see more. So I would say try to fill out the 5, even if the bottom ones are maybe volunteering work. It does sort them by time, so you wanna be mindful of that. But what I see a lot of people do is just put in the company's start and end date, and they don't actually fill it in. So let's go ahead and add a position. So here, let's call this Director of Performance Marketing. Employment type was full-time at Teal, and I'm currently in that position, January of this year. And here is where we can put in some of the achievements we did at that job. So if you have them in your resume, you could copy paste them. I've seen a few different techniques here. You can do it in just pure narrative form. You could do it through bullets, but this isn't what's called a rich text editor. So what some people might do is if you hit Alt-8 on your keyboard, now you can kind of fake a bulleted list. And so you could say, this is, and you can put in some achievements in that way. And it kind of mimics a resume. You can bullet out your successes, and it's a great way to add more keywords. Now, you can't make it too long because people won't see it. So you can see you have 2,000 characters, but I'll just go ahead and save this This is something that I've seen job seekers worry about if they're editing their LinkedIn, if it's going to broadcast out to their network. LinkedIn now gives you lots of options for that, so we'll skip that part. And so now you can see I only get 2 lines. So those first 2 lines are important because that's what people see, and just very few people are going to click see more. But know that those words are going to be used for the search when recruiters are searching LinkedIn and looking for people. So you can use that space to fill it up with keywords. If I was in performance marketing, Facebook ads, Google ads, all those things that I want to be found for, skills that people would be looking, but that would be below that see more. So you want to be thoughtful of that. All right, so to recap, first and foremost is your headline. Make sure that that is projecting the jobs you want. If you're currently employed, be mindful and use keywords instead of roles. Then next is your headshot, then your banner, then your about section, and then your work experience. The more information you have, the more the LinkedIn algorithm has to search for when people are looking for people with your skills. So I'd highly recommend you focus on those 5 things. If you don't want to do anything else to your LinkedIn, just focus on those 5 and you should be in a really good place for your job search.